What's up, everybody? It's the Best Spot Kid Smooth, and wow, it's been a while. Since I've done a video. I missed the podcast last week. A lot going on. First, I do want to say rest in peace to Kal-El, Lindenwood, aka Tick Podcast. Still trying to get over that. So I haven't really just been up to par to do like honestly videos or talk about much of anything. But it is Tuesday. Some gaming stuff happened. Figured I chime in on some of the things that are talked about. We're gonna get this video started. So apparently, Perfect Dark in the initiative, they're going through a bit of turmoil. There's reports. Obviously, the last week there was a report of one dude like quitting. I forgot his name. Dan Newberger. He was like the creative lead on Perfect Dark at the initiative. He was the creative lead, and people, was like, talking, doing their usual, the sky is falling every time Xbox or something with Xbox in the studio and somebody leaves the initiative. But they had some high profile people leave before anything relevant was shown for Perfect Dark. Like Drew Murray went back to Insomniac, I think last year. A couple other people left the year before that. So that caused a few journalists to do some digging, and Andy Robinson of VGC was able to get the story together, and they've calculated over 34, leads left the studio over the last pretty much year. And the reason is more so, I guess, behind of creative control, and they were quoted saying Microsoft is extremely lenient and that the development has been slow. So now this makes a lot of sense in terms of why Crystal Dynamics was brought on board. I look at this, I know a lot of people try to warn me, the Porter Rocks and all the PlayStation fanboys, every time that something happens with an Xbox studio, it's doom and gloom. Whether it be somebody leaving or whatever, it's doom and gloom. So I treat this as every time somebody leaves the studio for another, or because if you look at a lot of these guys, LinkedIn, a lot of these people, developers that work for different studios, you'll see about 6 different jobs in the last 6 years. You know what I mean? It's like, so turnover for studios is almost normal, but it was the rapid amount and the small amount of time. So something was wrong, and pretty much it honestly, to me, I ain't gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Reading this is like freaking first world problems, right? It's not like nobody's being like freaking like there's nothing toxic. Nobody's being like abused or sexually harassed or anything like that. It's literally created. I'm like, everybody's quitting because of they can't agree to make a freaking game or how the game should go, so they quit. That really. So my thoughts is like, all right, well, if that's the problem, then I've seen people stay at more toxic work environments than they did at like the initiative working on a freaking video game. So my thing is, yes, it's really, really disappointing. A lot of people, Phil Spencer was trending today because, a lot of these guys on they go on Twitter, they point at Phil Spencer, they make him trend, they make all these jokes, they do all these stupid memes, sound really corny, and it's just really nonsense. So the thing, yes, it sucks because I like Perfect Dark, looking forward to Perfect Dark. I like Crystal Dynamics and Daryl Gallagher in the games that he's done. So I'm obviously looking forward to it. I feel like Perfect Dark is in the right hands. This is exactly what I asked for, after they managed to reboot Tomb Raider the way they did. So it's like, yeah, it's disappointing because with this story, it means Perfect Dark is not coming anytime soon. But the thing is, I think I would feel a type of way if Xbox still only had 4 studios. But Xbox has been on a acquisition spree. They've acquired and closed deals on ZeniMax. So they, like, before you even consider Activision, they already have like 23 studios in house. So if it's going to take these dudes' initiatives some time, don't worry, we still gonna be eating good. And then Activision, Blizzard, that deal's gonna close probably sometime in the summer, fall, and that brings you up to 30 plus studios with all high tier IPs, less stuff you have to manage. Well, Activision, Blizzard, they're gonna have to do some management and lead changes because of the change the work culture. But it's honestly, it's like I'm disappointed, but I really don't think it's that big a deal. Honestly, I really don't. The thing is that there's this level of like want from like people on Twitter and the gaming community or the fanboy community. There's this level of like failure that everyone is rooting for. So it's like people are wanting to be first to report on the next bad things that happen involving Xbox, the next Xbox flop, or the Xbox, performance disparity if it's not performing, if a PlayStation game beats out. There's just wait. It's like this is. It looks like there's just a hobby of pretty much let's jump on the Xbox hate train. You know what I mean? So is like, but the thing is, the only thing is, I'm gonna take the L because people were talking their nonsense and telling me, oh, this is bad, oh, it's looking spooky, all this other stuff. And I would say, people leave all the time. It's not a big deal. And honestly, I still don't think it's a big deal because we've watched people leave Naughty Dog, Santa Monica, Insomniac, Rockstar, and jump ship all the time. And it's like, it happens. We talk about it, but for some reason, when it's on the Xbox side or anything related to Xbox, it's like, it's all out, the sky is falling and let's make Phil Spencer turn. I don't know what it is with people's hate against Phil Spencer and the Xbox brand. It's like, I've never seen people want to hate something so bad. It's like, go outside, get some air. You know what I mean? Good thing spring and summer is on its way so people can take more steps outside, breathe in, enjoy the weather, the fresh air. You know what I mean? Because I think staying in your home in front of a computer screen, having nothing to play or nothing to do, and all you can do is just indulge in Twitter wars. You do stupid shit like this, or you freaking show you do. It turns people stupid. You know what I mean? We've seen the Doctor do something very stupid, because of console wars and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I'm going to take the L because my attitude towards this has been nonchalant. I really didn't care, didn't think it was a big deal. And just yesterday, I was literally saying the opposite of what this is. But clearly, they got some issues over there. But it's just weird because this mass exodus over creative control, or now Xbox are giving studios too much freedom. Before, it was reports of Xbox developers not having creative freedom, Xbox being strict, and all this other stuff, and that would be like one of these fanboys' argument against Xbox and managing studios. Now it's like, give them creative control, let them do what they want. They do it, and now it turns back and it's bad. So whatever it is, I think it's really a bunch of prima donnas who need to get over it. This is first world problems. It sucks that but at this rate, it looks like they're gonna reboot the game or reboot the studio. I hope they don't close down it because they put a lot of money in. They built, they got to build it. And they hired all this talent. They generated all this hype. Let's see, if Crystal Dynamics was like an independent studio, they would have been acquired already. But they got to deal with Square Enix. Let's see if Square Enix wants to unload Crystal Dynamics onto Xbox, because it looks like Crystal Dynamics is going to literally be leading the development, and with Dara Gallagher pretty much being the producer. It's like Todd Howard overseeing Indiana Jones, but Machine Games is making it. It's literally Dara Gallagher overseeing Perfect Dark, but Crystal Dynamics is making it. So we'll see what happens, man. I got some other videos I am going to be doing because it's been a while. And I have not I haven't done a lot of content and I feel very bad, but a lot's been going on. And like I said, this whole thing with losing, like, Cal, it still seems surreal. So, but thank you guys for watching. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.